Hey, this is Empress Zinga with GineOn. Today we are going to be sitting down talking to Purple Jacket. So we're going to find out what's going on with you guys. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So, Purple Jacket. How this happened? Because this is Simon play from Beijing and there's another Beijing, but you coming from someplace else and wanna head collide. But y'all been busy though.
Yeah, that's right. I got into music production. I was doing a remix for a song and I needed somebody to mix and master the song. And I was told by my manager that Simon is really good and he wanted to introduce me to Simon. I met Simon at his studio, and when he heard the track, he was like, dude, this is dope. We need to work together.
Okay.
A whole year passed. Simon, I guess he was pretty busy. But then all of a sudden, I got a message on my phone. Yo, dude, let's link up this weekend.
Okay.
That was the start, and I'm not sure when it's going to be the end because it's just work.
All right. Joe Public wants to know how you have been working, because there have been a list of artists coming on. Did a little peek on the Instagram and social media to see who you've been working with, Holla Back and all these other people.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
To be honest, it kind of came about because I just decided, you know what, I need to just push really hard for this music production thing. And at our core, you know, Purple Jacket are a production team, and so we just decided, you know, we want to give the artist the very best possible quality music and give them some good productions and productions that hopefully will do well here and in the region. And then we kind of hope that we can take some artists from the region and hopefully bridge the gap to outside of the region, make some music that can work outside of the Caribbean as well. Both of us come from different places musically, but so far we've done a lot of soca and bashment stuff so far. We worked with Stiffy, Lady Essence, Stabby. We've also done Hollaback, Nikita,
Ambient Bronx, Edwin.
Two St. Lucian artists, Ambient Bronx. Actually 3. We just worked with another one called Oz. We also did some work with Edwin Yearwood and Leadpipe and Saddis.
Wow.
So it's been busy. We've been going. We've been going. But anybody that might have heard we did a remix for Hollaback's Too Sweet. Would kind of get an idea of the vibe of the crossover vibe that we're also going for, which is kind of, you know, mixing the soca with kind of some of the EDM and some of the trap stuff. You know, I'm into rock as well, so, you know, throwing some, you know, lots of different vibes in there. So.
Love, I can't tell no lie, but I can't get enough for your love.
So DJ Davinchi, you are doing music, but it's more remix of popular music. Is that correct?
Well, actually, that's what I started with because I felt that was the best way to get into the market.
Okay.
But then, since I've been working with Simon, everything we've been doing is original stuff. So all the tracks, original artists, lyrics, music on the whole.
Yeah, everything's been, with the exception of that Hollaback remix,
which is actually coming on a remix album.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's the only remix that we did.
Okay. So what is your vision for this project as it continues? Because you've already have a good set of artists so far, as well as some regional artists, because you've mentioned St. Lucia's as well.
Yeah.
So what is the overall objective of doing this collab?
Personally, it's just to build each other and we want to build the art. So we do graphic design, any type of art you could think about, when it's painting, graphic design, music. We recently spoke about doing some skits and so on. It's just about
all of the artwork for all the songs we've released has been in-house as well.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So we want to just be creative as possible, squeeze whatever creative juice we have in that cloth, and
hopefully we can be like a one-stop shop for artists in the region.
Nice.
I'm headed to Jamaica to do some work there with a few artists there, taking some of our music there and we're just kind of going for it at the moment, you know, just doing everything that we can.
So usually when we speak about Barbados and creating anything, people's mindset are usually, let me try to get the market of Barbados. But why is it important to either of you guys mind about collaborating to people in the region?
It is really important to work with people in Barbados, for sure. It's our home, it's our base. And we're more than happy to keep doing that. But I think that what we've kind of been noticing, I mean, we've been working pretty intensely with Ambi and Bronx and now Oz, and these guys are all St. Lucian, and it's really interesting how an island that's very, very close to us can have completely different approaches to music, language. I mean, we've learned some really, you know, yeah, exactly. We've learned some like patois and so I think just starting to get some of these different approaches to the music is really interesting to me. I also hear different things for like different places that the songs can go, because some of the stuff from here I can hear clear paths for where it could go, and then I hear these guys, these St. Lucian guys on the same music, and I hear like, oh, that could actually go to a totally different market. So I think it's kind of cool, because I think it's always nice to get out of your comfort zone and experience something different.
So I'm from Guyana, and a lot of Guyanese artists have been hitting me up, Trinidadian artists, Lucians, Vinci, and it was like, one of these days we got to just get a plane, a flight every single country, and record a song. Even on the plane, we'll do whatever we can.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about the process now of creating in the lab. I know that sometimes it's be, you know, I might listen to this and something might happen, or I have this and I want to create something off of that. So if you wanted to create artwork, what happens? Is it like, oh, Simon, I got this here, Davinchi, I got something like this here? Like, what's happening in the lab?
Well, when it comes to music, I think we both take different approaches to it, but whenever we start in a track, the main thing we focus on is a feeling, what type of emotion we want to invoke on the track. And we would just pick a sample, probably a drum or whatever, and then Simon will come and play the guitar, and then we'll add some keys, and it's just about creating that emotion that you feel. So some days we will be sad and we want to create a sad track. Some days we may be really excited and feel, you know, we want to juggle a girl. So it's just about the emotion that we're feeling at that moment in time. And
then also thinking about the artist too.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens by accident. You start creating a track and you're like, wow, you know, who would sit nice on this is whoever. Other times you're creating specifically for the person. So you know, we have to take into account things that they may or may not like. You'll hear in the coming days and weeks more music, but we're also kind of stretching some of the artists a little bit, like taking unorthodox approaches to their music.
A lot of their comfort zones. That's us.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, not to make them uncomfortable, but just to give
them some growth.
Yeah.
So tell me some of the examples of these said persons.
We started working together. It's a kind of a long story, actually.
We got time.
We got a call and we were asked to book a studio session for an artist who was to fly in to do the studio session. Not only to do the studio session, and to do some other stuff. So I called Davinchi and I told him, you know, we got a session, and we sat there, and it was about 10 minutes to the time the artist was supposed to arrive, and he was like, man, wait, we don't start something. And I was like, you know, yeah, we could as well, man. We only got 10 minutes, but whatever. The artist didn't show up for 3 hours. Actually, they never showed up. We eventually, after 3 hours, got the, we decided 3 hours is a pretty long time to wait for artists.
A little long, just a little bit.
In that time, we created two tracks, and one of them, we started working on it, and it was kind of just a feel-good guitar vibe, very like just feel-good Caribbean type of thing. And we had been recording Stabby on a bunch of different tracks and
different vibes, different flavors,
Yeah.
all different.
And so he had actually recorded some vocals on a rhythm that I had already closed off. And Davinchi said, I wonder what his vocal would sound like on top of this thing here. So Good What was born.
Musically speaking.
Yeah, and
The rhythm is called 3 Hours Late Rhythm.
yes.
Inspired by the nameless
Inspired.
artist.
Yes, yeah. And yeah, I mean, I think that the truth is, no, there's no animosity there. These things happen and things work out for a reason. So I'm really, really happy with how the tune has turned out. I mean, it's definitely very different for Stabby. I think it will be received well because I think it just sounds really good.
I coulda do it like this, You never know I coulda do it like this, You never know I coulda do it like this. You got the break line. You got the You got the break. You got the good work. Yeah. You got the
The vibe you get when you listen to it, especially coming from an artist like Stabby, who he dominates the bashment
soca.
and the vibe that it just gives you, knowing it's Stabby, we know that the audience will receive it well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me, how does a rock star and an EDM producer fuse together?
So right now we've been producing a lot of soca stuff, and we definitely use our EDM and rock to influence our production. So a lot of the tracks you may hear may have an EDM drop or a hook, and then you will hear some rock guitars in it. So we all just try to blend everything so it'll be received well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I was like playing with Buggy and the Fully Loaded band for quite a while. Like my musical experience has been fantastic, really. I've gone to work with a lot of cool people. So I mean, like Jimmy Haynes taught me to play spooge, and I to some extent some of the reggae stuff as well, and so I've been kind of exploring Caribbean music for a while. I mean, obviously I grew up hearing it all the time. I find with Caribbean music, generally speaking, the rules are very, very different. It's a lot about movement and rhythm.
Yeah.
And there's certain percussive elements to even instruments that are not naturally necessarily percussive, like
a
generally
guitar,
little things in guitar strums, and even the way that you play the keys. And I remember when I first started playing with a Fully Loaded band, one of the guitarists said to me, you play correctly, but no, you gotta
learn,
like play it. And
some emotion.
Yeah, and I did learn, and I learned from just kind of working alongside those guys, and they, then I just would learn from watching. To be honest, when I listen to music now, a few people have asked us about some of the music that we're playing. So what would you call that? And I honestly don't know anymore. I think it's music. If it sounds good, then.
But the thing about it, the tracks that we do, it will, as a DJ, you could put the tracks in a soca set and it will sound amazing, and you could take the tracks out of there and put it in a hip hop set, an EDM set, everything. I feel that the songs just is the glue that binds music together.
Okay.
That's basically what we're trying to do. Just make it appeal to a wide audience.
Yeah, and that's where Davinchi comes in particularly handy, is thinking about things. Like, I think about things from a musician perspective and a producer perspective. He's thinking as a producer and a DJ, and we've both worked with hardware as well. I found that also to be something very, very interesting about hardware, having that DJ perspective along with the musical perspective, because we have these different approaches, but we're also open to each other's ideas. The fusion works.
All right, so before we go, give us all the deets, where to find Purple Jacket or DJ Davinchi or even Simon Pye. If you know where Simon Pye is by now, here is your answer to everything.
Well, you can find us on Instagram and YouTube at Purple Jacket Official. Personally, my Instagram is IamDJDavinci. His is
I am Simon Pye,
because that's who we are, Davinci and Simon Pye. But we strongly recommend checking the Purple Jacket Instagram out, especially if you're an upcoming artist and you want to work with us.
Nice.
We're always open to working with new talented people,
Mm-hmm.
and this small rock right here has a lot of talented people. So
Yeah. Purple Jacket Official. And if you want to email us at that too, purplejacketofficial@gmail.com. Thank you so much, GineOn.
No,
yeah, we
a
appreciate
problem.
it. Purple Jacket, thank you very much.
Yeah, man. You still flaming?